You see this? You like this? You want one for free? Like, subscribe, comment. It's that easy. You're entered in our giveaway. You want a free PSE bow? Like, subscribe, and comment on these videos. Many times you want. I don't care. If you do that, you're entered. Good luck. So it's food plot season. Food plot season, and you can kill big bucks. Not really, not right now, but some of the work that you put in right now is going to help you kill big bucks later in the fall. We're in the spring right now. The majority of you really aren't planting a spring food plot. And honestly, spring to me is one of those times in which, big deer are killed. The work that you put in right now could definitely kill you big deer during some of the best times of the hunting season. So when it comes to early season food, late season food, obviously when we have those food sources, we generally have a pattern. If you have good cover and you have the palatable food source during early and late, we can figure out how to kill those deer. If you know where they're bedding, you know where they're feeding, it's game over. We can get those deer killed. But that starts right now. So you generally got to get a spring crop in sometimes. I mean, there's late summer food plots that we can put in, for, some late season forage. The issue with some of those green plots late in the season is if it gets cold, think about it. There's a lot of moisture content in those late season food sources, in those green blends. And when moisture freezes, you get ice. Who wants to chew on an ice cube? So I think that's why people see a lot of deer movement on the green food sources late in the year on southern winds, which southern winds correlate with warm temps. Warm temps, you get southern wind, it's a little bit warmer. Then they can eat those greens late season. But otherwise, you need grain. And the right amount of grain and the right varieties of grain and the right maturity rates of grain. So what am I getting at? Well, everybody knows it. You watch some of my videos, you know I love soybeans in the spring. The perk to soybeans over corn is soybeans are attractive early and late. You put in corn, pretty attractive late season. Mid-season, I mean, it's not like they're diehard coming to it. Soybeans, if we put them in, man, you can kill an opening day buck pretty easily, depending where you're at in the country. Late in the year, when you are the only guy with standing food and you have soybeans, the deer are coming. So I love planting soybeans. So the thing that we can do right now, other than just planting soybeans, is really get down into the science and what type of soybeans should we plant and what variety of soybeans should we plant so that there's different maturity rates. So for those of you that are unfamiliar with what the maturity rate is, it's basically the rate in which the bean will mature. And when the soybeans mature at a different rate, they turn yellow at a different rate. They're palatable at a different rate. And if we can give a variety, which is always the name of the game with food plots, if we can give variety, then you're more likely to hold deer throughout the entire year. So if we plant a soybean crop right now and we put in a forage bean, I'm a big proponent, I'm a big believer of putting in forage soybeans because we're going to get more forage per acre, like a significant amount depending on the company you go with. And when you do buy those beans or any bean, and like I said, I would recommend staying away from the egg beans. I mean, it's better than not having beans, especially if you can plant enough acreage in it. But if you're planting a minimal amount of acreage, you want the most forage you can possibly get per acre. Forage beans are going to be better. But anyway, you start digging around for seed companies to buy your soybeans from. Make sure that if you're going to get a variety of soybeans in a blend of soybeans, that there's different maturity rates. And that maturity rate will just give you that variety. Certain varieties will stay greener longer, and if they stay greener longer, they're going to be palatable longer during certain portions of the year. Like I said, the deer don't love the soybeans when they're yellow. They like them late in the year when the leaves are gone and they're still pods, and they like them early in the year when they are green. So the nice thing about some of these forage beans, depending on the brand you go with, is these forage beans will stay greener longer than agricultural beans. And that's one thing you're thinking, why would I plant beans when all the farmers around me have beans? And I hear it all the time. But if you plant the right forage bean, your bean will stay green longer. And if you're the only guy with green soybeans around, you will have the deer. Simple as that. Deer love eating the green soybeans, high protein food source for them. So why wouldn't they? So if you really want to get technical, scientific, down into the nitty gritty with spring food plots, guys, think about during your soybean planting, are you just putting in egg beans? Okay, no, now we're putting in forage beans. Okay, are we putting in a bunch of different forage beans so that they have different maturity rates and ultimately are just way more palatable throughout longer portions of the season? which makes them more attractive throughout the entire season. So if you guys like this type of information, like any information, deer related, hunting related, habitat related, make sure you like and subscribe. Always doing giveaways. And if you like giveaways and you're subscribed to our channel, you got a chance to win. Simple as that. Like and subscribe.